Holy moly!
Hi everyone, welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the late show. We're sorry. We're
Hey,
sorry
everybody.
we're late.
Yes.
I have to admit I had a hunch to go out and buy some lottery tickets at the last minute, and I can't ignore a hunch, and especially the week before my birthday.
Uh-oh.
What happened was I didn't realize, too, that I had won $25 recently on a Lucky for Life. I thought it was only $3. But birthday luck. So it paid for my tickets today. And
okay.
more. I have some left.
I thought you were about to tell me you won $300 or $3,000 or something.
Well, I did win $300 recently. That was in my Aries season as well.
That's right.
So, luck.
Yes, of course, we are Violet.
I have a lot of birthday luck. Yeah, we'll be doing that,
birthday,
Violet.
Claudia.
Thank you. Thank you so much for keeping us up with that. I knew there was a birthday reading tonight, and I had forgotten who.
It's not a problem. You're fine.
Yeah, move her to the top of the list. My apologies.
Happy birthday, Claudia.
I didn't give myself time to go back and review the list you gave me of birthdays. We got a lot of Aries birthdays coming up. So after Claudia will be Mr. M, Zen, Divine E, Divine Empress Aries, that is. And hi, Claudia. Happy birthday to you. And of course, Gina's here. Awesome. Good to see you, Gina.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. If I win the lottery, it'll even be better. I'll let you know.
So, Sonny was violently ill.
Just moments before the show
He wolfed his
started.
dinner down too fast, and then, and now he's here to share his kitty lips.
Truly hoping he doesn't
Erp again.
get sick here. That would be a first on our show. But, you know,
Behave,
anything
Sonny.
goes. Eclipse week and
Hi,
Mercury
Kara.
retrograde, huh? All right. Let's move and get... Hey, Kara, good to see you. Hey, I heard you said you were bored today. Now you don't have to be. We're here
Thanks.
to bore you further. All right. Mr. O will sing for you. That'll do it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Maurice, for your donation.
Ah,
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
very nice. Thank you, Mr. M.
I was reading in the chat earlier about those opportunities you say are coming to you. Cool.
Oh, I guess I missed that, but I'll catch up in a little bit. All right. Let's roll on with the card for the collective, though, first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real quickly. I'm not going to do the Season of the Witch tonight. I have this Yen to do Mem J. Kuanane's Crow instead of the Luminous, but I have her Liminal Forest Tarot here that I'd love to use for an oracle reading later if anybody's interested. I love that oracle. I just do. It's very fascinating. And really, I've been studying some of her other new decks that I have, especially the Ghostly one. It is so fascinating. Her writing is really amazing. Her write-ups on the cards and the stories that she tells. What is going on here?
Hey,
very
Gina, thanks
impressed.
for that. And I guess Sonny probably picked up what she had. I don't know.
Oh, I'm feeling better, but I'm not sure I'm out of the woods yet, so I don't know if I'm really sure what's going on here, if it's not something else other than a bug. But I'm keeping an eye on it, and I think I am getting better. I went to chair yoga today, had no problems, just a little bit of pain, and I'm wondering about the area I'm feeling the pain at. So it's a little area of concern as far as even my cancer goes because of blood clots or things that could happen there. So I'm keeping an eye on it. All right.
So as is typical for Thursday, we seem to have a lighter night, so we don't know if that will persist.
Hey, let Gina go. We know she'll hang out here and be there at her turn, Violet. It's not a problem. All right. Okay. I don't know why I felt I needed to do this one tonight, but the card I have pulled is Warning. And it's not in the expansion deck. It's from our old deck.
Hey, John Wayne.
Hi, John Wayne. Warning, it's very short and sweet. Well, maybe not so sweet. This card was created during the height of the smoke from the eastern Washington wildfires infiltrating the city. Crows have scouts that sit high up over all the action to serve as a lookout. It is their job to spot the signs and warn others of danger. Warning indicates that the signs are around you, that a storm is approaching, and your attention is needed to ensure you have time to react. Well, for people like poor Violet Lotus and some of our other friends in different necks of the wood in the country who have to watch for real storms all the time, my goodness, and me, like I just said, I'm watching to see if I have any other warning signs I should be paying attention to. We all should be doing that. Listen to your body. Look at the signs around you if there's a warning of some other impending thing. If your cash reserves are getting low, that could be a warning to make some changes. Do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I like the idea of whether crows or ravens. I think sometimes they are smart enough to warn people, warn themselves, or other crows or other birds even. I've heard anecdotes about that.
Now, this doesn't
watchfulness.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
It doesn't mean you have to live in a state of fear all the time.
Right,
or anything.
exactly.
It's just don't ignore signs around you that may be trying to tell you something important that you need to really pay attention to. And that's what we have for the collective. We'll get on with our birthday reading now for Claudia.
And in honor of Claudia's birthday, I'm going to use a new deck I have not used. I just did an unboxing for it, which I haven't released yet. But it's the Spheres of Heaven Tarot, Sephriot. It's beautiful. It's a little bit more on a subtle kind of order. Here's the back of one of them. It's got the Ouroboros infinity symbol, so I kind of like it. Hey, I see Shirley joined us too. Hey.
We'll do that for you, Gina. I want to use Liminal Forest. I just love that. It's so beautiful. Very evocative.
I think I'll let you give a shuffle to this new set too.
I think for birthday readings, we do that.
All right. I couldn't even remember.
Oh, Shirley, you had an interview. Awesome.
Nice. Good luck to you. So Monday was the eclipse around here, and it was pretty
everywhere.
Crazy. What was the eclipse everywhere it went? But everybody and their brother who didn't think over the last 3 weeks that maybe a public library might have eclipse sunglasses to use called us Monday morning, and we were out for a day or so. And so we had to just tell them sorry and suggest they go to Meyer, regional market around here, where they were selling them.
Well, I heard despite all of that a lot of people did hurt their eyes from the eclipse. Gotta be so careful with that. I just wanted to sit outside, because we were at 99.6%. I just wanted to sit outside and feel the change. And it was definitely palpable in a lot of ways. Temperature-wise, it did get somewhat dark here. Our garage lights went on. It was really kind of cool. I liked it.
All right, Claudia, card 1, the gift you received last year that you can use to make the most of this year. And so that card is the upright 4 of Pentacles. So last year maybe gave you something that you felt you really had to hold on to. Whatever that gift was, or maybe it was the quality of being able to retain or hold on to things. So maybe you were previously in a situation where things were not always able to move to a conclusion where you felt you owned that, But last year, the gift of that is that you felt like there were things you could own, or that you understood the process of holding on to something.
I think the gift from last year is to value what you have, Claudia. That you realize now, you recognize the value of the things that you have, but also maybe your place, in life right now. Your status, where you are materially is not maybe as bad, maybe it could be better, maybe it could be worse. The thing is, though, that you value what you have, and you're carrying that into this year.
I like that a lot. So card 2 then is the gift of the present moment. And that's the 9 of Cups. Wonderful card for a birthday reading, absolutely. So the gift of the present moment is kind of a way of saying the same thing, but maybe saying more so of an emotional component, that you really do favor the life you have now. You maybe are looking forward to some sort of generosity or benefit, or some sort of fulfillment of things you wish for or hope for.
Exactly. The gift of the present moment, and you get the 9 of Cups. I don't know, Claudia, if you know what this is talking about, but you could manifest something you truly desire right now if you put yourself to it. Or, the gift of the present moment is, you can do this. You can make it happen this year, possibly. If it's not ready to happen now, I really feel that this is a positive sign in this position, that, especially right around your birthday like this, that you can manifest it in this year ahead.
If I recall right, you sound like you're heading towards...
A new car.
It also sounds like you're heading towards your second Saturn return. And of course, that can be quite the change too. In some traditions, it's considered cronehood, that kind of thing. Anyways, card 3, the gift from your connections with others in this next year. And this is interesting because it's the reversed Page of Swords. I'm going to let you go because I'm a little flummoxed here. Sorry.
Well, I think the gift you receive from your connection with others is, maybe learning a little bit of a tough lesson here, in that some of the decisions and choices you make in regards to, who you collaborate or communicate with, may need to shift and change a little bit. You may find that out. I think here also that maybe certain social situations that
Gina donated. Thank you.
Gina!
Thank you, Gina.
So sweet.
Very
Thank
sweet.
You so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Really do. I got some news for you.
Don't be shy, the rest of you.
You may know it already, but I got some news for you. If you don't, you might be interested in later. But the gift of your connection with others could be, Claudia, that some of the connections you make socially, whether it's on social media, whatever, maybe maybe you will realize they're not constructive, they're not helpful, and you will try to avoid things that are a bit combative and, strife-filled, and we know it's a jungle out there sometimes.
Maybe the gift of your connections with others in this year is also understanding what pulls your strings or pushes your buttons in terms of having diplomatic or graceful or tactful relations with people. It doesn't strike me necessarily that you're a person that holds back from your true feelings, but maybe to some degree you will learn how to moderate that a little bit. You're not going to become a goody two-shoes or always turn the other cheek, but maybe you're going to understand where sometimes there is a little bit of a give and pull and you have to work with it. Card 4.
Card 4. The gift that will help me work on, achieve, or move forward on my dreams or goals.
And it's the Fool reversed.
Wow. Well, let's just say the best way to work on your dreams or goals is adhere to, follow the process through. Don't take any risks. Don't take any gambles. Go with what you know. Go with what you trust to work for you. I think here this is not a time to play games. This is not a time to get careless. This is a time to focus and do things with intent. Nothing, where your goals are concerned. Nothing with spontaneity. It's just what you know will work for you.
Right. It really is maybe also too a sense of understanding, consequences too at a certain level.
There's room for you. Move that.
Sure. I wanted to see that.
Yeah,
for
I know.
a moment.
I'm moving it to you.
So it's a gift that maybe makes you understand where you can actually have luck or maybe not. And so this is, like Banshee says, there may be things that seem like, oh my goodness, this could be lucky. But when you dig down even just a little bit, you'll realize it's not. There's maybe a sense here of your instinct warning you, your inner instincts warning you where things are just not necessarily going to play the way you think.
All right, card 5, the gift from your spirit guides and or ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind in the next year?
And it's the 9 of Pentacles, so it's another 9, which is kind of neat.
Well, you know what's really cool about that? That kind of goes back to the 4 of Pentacles here. They think that you should appreciate where you are right now and enjoy it a little bit more. Enjoy life a little bit more with where you are at and what you have. Your ancestors believe you have done well, excuse me, up to this point, and they want to see you enjoy it.
Well, ancestors and spirit guides, a lot of times that summons up the image of a tree of life, whether it's Kabbalistic or any other interpretation, the tree Yggdrasil of the Norse, mythologies. And so this card maybe is saying really that's what they give to you. They give to you that support network. They give to you that sense of where you sit on the tree, where you belong, where you can reach to, or where you can find your hidden planted treasures. Nice.
Card 6.
Card 6, our final card.
The gift the year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned or what progress or growth have you achieved by year's end?
Oh, you're going to love this,
Tell
Claudia.
me it's something good.
It's strength upright.
Woohoo! That's
Beautiful.
Very nice. I'll let you go.
Well, the gift the year ultimately gives to you is the understanding of where your true power lies, whether it is about having some sort of actual strength that works your goals, or whether it's a different kind of power that maybe is just a power of compassion and understanding. The strength card can actually be both of those, knowing when to press an advantage, but how to do it in the best way that doesn't necessarily erode progress or unnecessarily erodes other people's progress. So it sort of has a slight reflection of understanding the message of the full reverse.
Wow, you're in your power by year's end. You feel empowered. You know your power and how to use it wisely. That's the most important thing. Through this whole process in the year ahead, you become wiser, stronger. And I think for some reason, as I look back at all of this, Claudia, I think it's because you truly have the chance to manifest something you really want this year. And with this full reverse, there's just a caution. You don't have to take any risks, chances, or gambles in order to obtain it. You're in a good position right now for this manifestation to occur. And so I feel here, by year's end, this whole process is just going to make you feel a whole lot stronger. Wow. What a power reading. I think it's really nice, Claudia.
It's a good reading.
Feel free to come back and check it out anytime. It'll be on our live shows in the archive. So, it'll be here for the year ahead. Awesome.
So happy birthday once
Wishing
again.
you a great year ahead. Happy birthday. You're welcome.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Mr. N is up.
So you took the same test again, but you scored better. And now you're wondering if, as a promotion, this is the one that will work, because I guess that you also qualify for 2 other positions possibly. Is that what it sounded like? Let me go back up there.
Okay, I saw it. So he just wants to know if he will pass it.
If he'll
No.
get the promotion.
He'll get the promotion because he has taken it. Okay, and done better. Well,
Should
I
we-
want to throw 3 cards on this, and if it's
All right.
unclear,
Then
we
we'll do
will
the yes
do
or
a
no.
yes, no.
Mhm.
I do still have
Sounds
some
good.
MJ Cullinane ducks in here, but I've switched them up a little. I'm going to go and use the...
Want to thank Gina once
Tarot.
again for her donation, as well as Mr. Maurice.
Yes, thank you
Really
both.
appreciate it. It's so helpful to us. It really is. Because
have to say-
we just did our taxes.
And we're getting the bad news tomorrow, so
We do expect not greatest news.
not the greatest news
It's
this
our own
time.
fault this time.
And we're right on the deadline too, so this is a crunch period for us. We should have done things better. We blame ourselves. But at any rate, we had an absolutely fabulous event at Arts and Crafts this last weekend. It was incredibly uplifting, not just because of the profit we made. I mean, there was non-stop readings, but because the readings were so good and the people were so nice. I mean, we had 2 people that were returnees.
Yeah, they were like, I want to go back to them.
Yeah, which is a great compliment, you know.
And it's it's at the Arts and Crafts store, which is one of the, well, they consider themselves the Midwest biggest store for metaphysical, mostly pagan leaning supplies, but they have a lot of stuff there covering any number of cultural, magical, mystical associations. And they get a lot of things from independent publishers abroad, not just like Llewellyn and Red Weiser, which are nice books, but they get things from other varieties. One of the owners is a blacksmith. They would do custom work of various sorts, including the blacksmithing. So if you ever wanted a real worthy tool.
It's a 7 of Swords reversed, the
I'm
first
sorry.
card. Oh, it's all right.
I got a little carried away there. Let me get back on track.
Now it is reversed, and this
Seven of
card
Swords
is
reversed.
reversed, but it may not necessarily be bad. We have to see what the 3rd card is, and what Mr. O's Lenormand will tell us. It's Strength reversed, and they're all reversed, and I didn't want to see this one. It's the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
Okay.
But we might do a yes-no anyway, just to see. Not to necessarily hedge our bets. I want to see what he adds to this. Because I have some thoughts here, Mr. M. As soon as I pulled them.
I pulled the whip. And the snake. Wow. So very interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty bizarre. We'll talk about that. But what I was initially seeing here, and I'm still going to stick to, is the 7 of Swords is reversed here, which means now is the time to play your cards. You know, oftentimes when the 7 of Swords is reversed, we tell people to hold back. You know, don't let everything out of the bag. Now's the time to truly play your cards right, you know, and do everything you can to promote yourself to get this promotion. You know, speak your truth, speak your knowledge, make sure that people know, you know, who you are if you still can do that. The other thing here with Strength reversed indicates to me again, this is a card of, hey, maybe you have to be a little bit aggressive in your approach to this, in that you really have to be confident. You have to really be upfront and say how much you deserve this position. Prove it by all the hard work you've been doing and all of that. It's really integral. But I'm concerned here, and of course I see the Wheel of Fortune reversed. What this could indicate to me is just that this may not be the right time. You know, that timing is a little bit against you here. I don't know if that means there's other stiff competition for this job, what else it could mean, but it does seem like this just might not be the right moment. I'm going to stop there.
I'm going to start here because to me, of course,
Okay.
in addition to what you said, it sort of implies a sense of unexpected things happening too, or
Maybe
unexpected
that's
consequences. It could be that. But, you know, sometimes when I look at the reverse 7 of Swords, don't you feel too like it sort of talks to the idea that something's revealed?
Right. Well,
And
that's why I'm
like-
saying he should reveal his skills.
Okay, that's possible.
That's what I kind of meant.
But what if it means something's revealed that maybe is not a
Kosher.
great thing, or not a kosher thing, that we find out that is this unexpected thing happening that interferes with it? And of course, either way, though, it still might indicate, Mr. Maurice, that you might want to really consider exactly how you present your energy going forward there, too. If it doesn't mean being more aggressive, it might be saying not necessarily being too vulnerable. Being the vulnerable person isn't necessarily being, well, not being the vulnerable person isn't necessarily being the aggressive person. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, what's interesting about this, Mr. M, is that, that could explain his interpretation could explain these two, the Lenormand, which the snake and the whip indicates to me an action that happens quickly, that you really feel there's something wrong here. There's a deception. You feel like somebody's keeping something, I don't know about keeping something from you, but doing something behind your back, some backroom maneuver or something like that. Something, you weren't prepared, that happens rather quickly. And I don't know, I almost feel like even in my thinking and the interpretation that I gave you, Mr. M, I could see how that ties into the Wheel of Fortune.
Right, and for me, of course, I sort of see that from the Seven of Swords, that maybe you're going to realize there's a deception, about this in some manner. And I don't know what that could be. Could it be something like that they're still going to favor somebody else,
So it's really wonky right now. Now, I don't know how close they are to a decision, if there's still a lot of time involved here. So what I would suggest to you is if you do come back on Sunday, maybe we should do the yes-no then, if they haven't answered yet, and let's see if conditions have changed a little bit. Unless you think we should do it now, but I'm
pretty happy with this, so I think we'll leave it like that, and we should take it up in the future when
and
we get closer
Mercury
to
is
knowing her.
retrograde right now too,
Good
so
factor to
another
consider.
thing
Yep.
about the timing.
Good factor to consider.
Oh boy. I wish you luck, and
Good
feel
luck,
free to prove us wrong. We'd like that a lot.
Indeed.
So good luck with that, Mr. And thanks once again. I just think that there's something going on here behind the scenes. I don't know. There might be some behind the scenes maneuvering.
You're welcome. We wish you a lot of luck, and thank you for your donation as always. Thank you so much. And last Saturday when we were at our event, a tamale food truck showed up. One of the owners of the stores knows a lady who does wonderful, authentic kind of tamales. Oh, they were so good. I got a dozen for $18. That was fabulous. I've been eating them all week, 2 or 3 at a time, because they're not really very heavy.
And let him save them for lunch. That
I've been
makes
eating
sense.
for lunch. I think I only have 1 or 2 left, so hopefully they're still holding up there.
I certainly wasn't feel like eating much after my bad stomach thing.
Indeed. All right, so Zen is up next. Hey, Zen. And Zen wants a general reading. I'm going to use my Moon Baby Tarot, recommended by great readers like Violet Lotus.
You've had that thing for years, but it wasn't
one?
called. Yeah, but it wasn't called the Moon Baby.
No, it was called the Hoi Polloi.
Hoi Polloi.
And it's not really the same deck. They really are
But
different
he wouldn't
decks.
have known about that without us.
Right.
I don't want to take anything away from Violet on that one.
Yeah, they were really good, Shirley. And we have a fabulous salsa company down the road from us called the Detroit Salsa Company.
So good.
They're so good. And they just came out with a new product, which is a guacamole that has a little bit of salsa mixed in it to give it a kick. So she got me one. She doesn't like guac herself, but she got me one. So I was like heating up those tamales and throwing the guacamole on it. Oh, it was so good.
So what is Zen's question?
It's a general reading for Zen.
Okay.
I'm a little talky today. I'm not sure what happened. Must be that nap gave me extra energy.
Yeah, we took a nap today, boy. I didn't sleep for a lot of it. Sassy was kind of taking some of my attention away from sleep. But it was nice to rest. The rainy days do that to me, though, more than anything. Although I have to admit, I've been really tired since the eclipse. I had more energy today and yesterday than previous days. And tomorrow we're working out with the trainer.
All right, sorry for the delay. It looked like I was getting a low battery warning, and I wanted to check and make sure I was still plugged in. Seems to be better.
Is it charging?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. All right, so Zen, your general reading starts with a reversed Three of Pentacles.
Wow, that's interesting.
And then the reversed world. We're having reversed
Coming up for us
Palooza.
slowly.
And
Is there a
sadly,
card for tomorrow?
I don't remember.
think
Maybe
it-
at some
I think
point.
it
I don't
is.
remember. And sadly, the reverse Seven of Cups too. Well, that one's not too bad when it's reversed. So,
Well, there's a few things here. Here, you might
Okay.
want to look at that too.
there is the Sith
Uh-huh.
cutting his way towards the bear, possibly, since the curvature. But
So
let's
it's the
take a look.
Seven of Cups. Well, Zen, I don't know if this is in your work life or in your personal life. It just seems as though people are struggling to cooperate with one another. In some area. Whether this is in your, so this is probably up and coming if it hasn't happened already. This is just an inability to get people to work together, be on the same page with one another. And it may be leaving success kind of, or some projects or goals, or something you would hope to accomplish or do with others hanging in the balance a little bit here. Not complete. There's still work to be done because of this. And I think here you've got to make some decisions about this. You're going to make a decision on how you move forward here. If you're not getting cooperation from others, do you just go it alone? Like if this is a home project or project with family, or if it's at the workplace, is there stuff that you could kind of bypass others and do what you need to do? Or if this is a personal goal and you thought others were going to be able to assist you with this, is it time to just say, well, maybe I have to make this choice? So it's one or the other. Or you got to maybe you'll find the choice that will help them get back on track with you. I feel that this is going to drain your personal power a little bit. This is going to cut at your sense of power because others just don't want to cooperate with you. But I guess I want to say here too, Zen, make sure that you're not the cause of this. We have to examine sometimes our own attitudes and what we are doing that may be making or helping people get into this uncooperative state. How can we motivate them? How can we inspire them?
So, if it's not, I like a lot of what you said. I think she nailed the overall energies and contours here. But if it's not an exact match, then you have to consider that this could be talking about specific interpersonal relationships with somebody. So it could be something going on between just two people. But it could also be, if we're thinking out of the box, something about maybe self-sabotage behavior, that maybe sometimes you over-manage yourselves or you under-manage
That's a good
yourselves
point.
as a way of sabotaging things, avoiding the perfection, because maybe you're not ready for that, or maybe you think you've chosen it, but you really chosen something else, or maybe you want to choose something else.
So I like that too, Mr. Owen.
I liked yours.
And I could say
Hey, boy.
as an
Settle
addendum here that if you're not involved with anybody else on anything right now, this could be you yourself not rising to your full potential. Not rising to, using your talents and your skills to your best advantage in order to complete something you started. We need to finish what we've started. So, you want to complete it. And I feel here you have to make a positive choice here. It's almost as if maybe you'll realize a way forward But, you know, this has been a time of, I will stick with what I said here, where you feel your personal power might be, you know, affected by this in some way.
Zen, it's nothing incredibly horrible, because
Yeah.
what it really looks like is you come to your senses, or you come to the sense of what choice you need to make that's really the better one for you. And when I look at those Lenormands, at the Sith and the Bear, I'm wondering if this is saying, just as a precaution, like what Banshee was saying, don't cut at your power too much. And part of that is either a reflection on how you work against yourself, but it could also be just saying to keep expectations in line with what's really doable. That sometimes we over expect things and we haven't really built up for that. So in all ways, a lot of times for all of us in our own lives, we're our own worst enemy. So we just have to face up to that and make a better choice.
Wow. Good luck with that.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks, Zen. Hope you like that.
And
Divining is up. All
Divine
right.
Empress Aries.
Hey, Divine Empress Aries.
Well, I'm going to use this new old deck. Actually, I think this deck is from 2007. I never got it, and it's a Chris Hunt or Lisa Hunt deck. I love Lisa Hunt's art, and it's called Fantastical Beasts Tarot.
Nice. So, Divine Empress Aries asks, can you tell me why I won't get married and have my dream wedding right away? I keep getting that I won't get married at 24, 25, and I might be older.
So you must be close to that age already, right?
No, she told us she was 19.
Oh, you're 19.
Recently,
I
I
see.
thought she mentioned
Well,
19. So it's
okay,
nice
so
you're
for
planning
some
ahead,
reason, you're thinking you won't get married at 24, 25.
which is kind of like your dream, your goal.
Well, let's see if anything's standing in the way of that. You know, you've already taken a negative tone to this, because I guess you're feeling that way, and sometimes I got to remind you, you know, we think we bring to ourselves.
You're
So-
welcome, Zen. And I think when I'm reading between the lines there, this is information she's getting from other readings and or possibly ours. I'll read it again. Can you tell me why I won't get married and have my dream wedding right away? I keep getting that I won't get married at 24 or 25,
Okay.
and I might be older. So
Okay.
I think that's impressions you're getting from something, either readings or something.
Okay, got it.
So yes, I hope that was helpful to you, Zen.
Good luck, Zen. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense till it really occurs. And then you're like, oh yeah. Well, look at that. See, starting off with that question of won't, even if others are telling you you won't, what do you get? You get the Nine of Cups reversed.
Nine of Cups reverse. And of course that could just be talking about the idea of this being your dream or wish, you know.
You get the Knight of Cups reversed. And then you get the Queen of Swords reversed. So sometimes negative questions beget negative cards, I have to say. But I think there's some valuable information here. What do you have? What?
The snake shows up. And the lily.
Sometimes the Nine of Cups talks about the fact when it's reversed, not just talks about not getting what you desire, it also says something about be careful what you ask for, you know, because if you get it, it may not work out exactly as you had hoped for. So instead of trying to like pin a time frame on a marriage and a dream wedding, which is wonderful. We should have goals. We should set kind of a bar for ourselves, but you should focus more on finding that right person, no matter how long it takes. And because I think there's an admonition with the Nine of Cups here to be careful what you are asking for here. Maybe if you got married at 24 and 25 like you desire, or if you set a time frame on it, you might settle for something less than what you truly deserve. You might end up getting more than you bargained for, troubles, problems, things that you didn't plan on in this marriage. So that's one thing to consider here. Want to go card by card?
We could, but I don't really want to start with that one, but I guess I could. So
Okay.
to me, your basic question is, why won't you? Because you're getting this information. The Nine of Cups reverse can also signify that something you thought you would like, you don't like, or something you did like turns to something you don't like. And maybe this would say, why you won't is because you will realize that getting married at that age is not really what you wanted. That's basically it. That although you conceive of it as a dream, something about maybe an inner part of you says that's not necessarily what you want. That's not necessarily what you will like, because it's the Nine of Cups, of course, emotional gratification.
Well, and again, another reason for this, maybe with the Knight of Cups here reversed, I might have been getting, kind of feeling this way about this card because of what I saw that lay ahead here. With the Knight of Cups reversed, it's kind of saying, again, you may attract the wrong kind of person in order to do this. Now I know you're pretty, you are pretty picky. So another thing here might be that it's hard finding and moving towards the objective you truly want here. Maybe, there's just a lot of people along the way that are not, you will let go because they're not worthy of, they're not marriage material, I guess is what I want to say.
I feel that's kind of a good interpretation in this context.
Stammering on
The
that.
Knight of Cups doesn't really see value in moving towards his emotional connections or his emotional enjoyment. And in fact, he may be moving away from things that he feels like it's not giving me that pleasure response that I want. And so this could be an indication of what, Banshee has said, that you just don't see the kind of things that really you're feeling attracted to. And could that really happen for, the next 5 years or so? Yeah, it probably could. I don't know. Is that because, like Banshee said, maybe you have higher expectations? Very likely, but it doesn't mean you need to change that necessarily.
And I think it is because you are
Hi, Estelle.
encountering a lot of unsatisfactory people right now that really aren't marriage material for you according to your standards. So, this could be why. Now, nobody is saying you have to lower those standards, Divine Empress, but it may take a while for you to achieve what it is you truly desire. And the Queen of Swords here, well, sometimes you have to make those, Mr. O has a different spin on the Queen of Swords that I like from time to time, other than some of the cruel things that they say about the Queen of Swords reversed. But what I would say here is this is you having to make the hard decisions sometimes, just cut things off, to cut things off that just are not worthy of you. And so I feel here that, you do that quite frequently because you just are not finding the right persons yet. And it still may take time. Now, am I saying it's really not going to happen by 2025? No. But I do think that, you're just going to have to work your way through really looking for truly what you desire and not settling for, a time frame here. Making sure your happiness and your fulfillment is the most important thing here. Not a time, not a date. Because marriage, well, we could take it as, well, I guess if I fail, I'll just divorce him, but I want this dream wedding at 25. No, marriages are serious business. So, and I think you know that. I'm not saying you don't know that. So I'm just saying, make sure this is something fulfilling to you, and it may just take longer for that to occur.
So why won't you get married at 24, 25? Well, maybe because it's not really the wish you really want. Maybe you think that's what you want to make you happy, but because you have a sense of wanting it to be a certain way, you may be taking what real pleasure out of it you could actually realize, because you're sort of going with a narrative, either one that you created or you co-created or was created for you. So why won't you get married at 2025? This could be saying that maybe you're just not seeing the choices you want, that sort of idea that they don't spark anything in you. So why won't you get married at 24, 25? Probably because you're a harsh judge of character. The Queen of Swords has a very severe element about them, and a lot of times they need something to be exactly right. If anything is just a little bit diluted, they may actually say, no, none of it. And of course, it does sound a little bit like some Aries I know.
What?
Or have known.
Anyway.
But, that's, like Banshee says, that's your right.
Let's get to the Lenormand, shall we?
No, you got to spend as much time as you wanted, and I didn't interrupt you. So, to me, the Lenormand is talking about a deception, but is the deception happening to you, or is it happening because of you? It may be saying that after growth or with some evolving of your essence or something like that, maybe you'll realize how you were deceiving yourself about what it was you really wanted or how you needed it to happen in a time frame. I mean, maybe this is
I
about...
have to agree with that. I don't even know if I could add to that. That's
saying you
perfect.
could lighten up a little bit on that.
Well, you could lighten up a little bit on that because, hey, it may even happen sooner, I know that a lot of, if you are getting other readings that are indicating this to you or doing your own, then, the thing is that these are all fungible. You have to remember that, these things can be changed by you. You are the key here in all of this, and you can change this destiny. So don't take it to heart too much what people are saying. Just say, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to keep pursuing my dream and my goal. And that's it. That's all, you need to do. And let the universe do the rest. And I wish you luck with that. I'm not going to rule it out.
No,
but I am going to
not
say
either.
You do have some complications.
If you ask something like this the next time you come by, maybe we'll do it as a straight up yes or no.
Yeah.
But with those same parameters, the age thing, etc.
Yeah, we could do that.
All
good
right.
luck with that, Divine.
So good luck, Aries.
We're on Gina.
Hey,
Oh, good.
Gina.
I get to use my liminal forest.
Thank you again for your donation. Really appreciate.
Oh, there's a reason I collect this woman. She's amazing. She's talented up the wazoo, and she's smart and savvy about the way she does her business. She's a consummate artist and visionary as far as these tools go.
And just going to remind everybody to watch our other programming if you can, especially the happy hour, which is on Saturday at 10 a.m.
Shuffle and cut.
We were not here this last week, so we did not get to have happy hour. We missed you all, but we loved being where we were.
We loved it. No, it was fun. It's
We
great to
did.
see Pat and Paul, our friends from the store, and some of the other people that we've come in contact with. I didn't get to see them because I sat at the table. Well, once Mr. O was out of the room, he ran into some people from our area that came out that way.
They had come out to go to a
Yeah.
nearby town that has
Cut
the
'em.
stone factory.
3 times.
And they said, oh, we're near arts and craft. Let's go over there. They didn't even know that there was a psychic fair
Yeah.
going on. And I had just wandered out of the reading room to take a break or whatever. There they were, Mike and Kim. So that was really nice.
Such a beautiful card. Dream
Hey,
a little
Gina.
dream, Miss Gina. Let's
Dream a
start
little
right
dream
here.
for me.
I know you want the top and bottom. Let's see what this is.
Hello.
Dreams. Oh. God, there he goes. Dreams, when imagined as our future goals and desires, are crucial in guiding us towards personal fulfillment and achievement. Could you, hold on, I'm afraid he's going to knock these. I just want to put it there. Okay. Fulfillment and achievement. Our dreams help us muddle through tough or challenging days, knowing something better is on the horizon. Healthy dreams inspire positive action, align with our core values, and are realistic and adaptable, fostering resilience and a balanced approach to life. They motivate us by providing direction, enhancing creativity, and building self-efficacy, acting as compasses that navigate our life choices and fuel our personal growth. To ensure these dreams lead to satisfaction rather than disappointment, it's essential to ground them in reality, setting specific, measurable goals and being open to adjusting based on new information or changing circumstances. Avoiding the trap of fantasy involves mindful consideration of our capabilities, seeking feedback to remain grounded, and celebrating each step forward, thus transforming our aspirations into tangible achievements without succumbing to the pitfalls of unrealistic expectations or the neglect of other important life areas. Look out across the land. What dreams come to mind? So it's about working on your dreams and goals. Let's see what the bottom card is to go along with this. Obviously...
Really, Gina? That's really cool. A big buck was in the driveway.
Cool. We saw a lot of deer on the way back from our trip. And she has a card in here called the Judgment card.
And it's a white crow with some black ones.
This is a bit of a talk here. Let's see if I can compartmentalize it at some point. When we encounter judgment, it's like bumping into a mirror that doesn't reflect our authentic selves, but showcases the insecurities and fears lurking within the person holding it up. It's a curious and somewhat sad reality that our differences, which should be celebrated as enriching the vast spectrum of human experience, can instead feel like threats. The feeling of being judged feels even more pronounced when viewed through a lens clouded by scarcity and fear. Those moments challenge us, pushing us into corners where the light of our unique stories and vulnerabilities struggle to shine. Yet in these corners, in the act of embracing our true selves, we discover the path to authenticity. The temptation to shrink ourselves and fold into smaller, less conspicuous shapes out of fear of judgment is powerful. It is the lie that conformity is the key to acceptance, that our worth is somehow negotiable and contingent upon the approval of others. But here's the truth, as simple as it is profound. Your worth is not up for debate. Love that. Say it out loud if you need to. My worth is not up for debate. Not now, not ever. Even in the harshest glare of criticism, your value remains intrinsic and unassailable. It is there to guide you through the darkest times, a reminder that the only approval you genuinely need is your own. So the next time you face a judgment, remember that it's not a verdict on your worth, but a reflection of the other person's battle with their insecurities. Stand firm in your authenticity, for it is your greatest asset. And I just have to say right from the get-go, I don't know too many more authentic people, even virtually than you, Ms. Gina. I feel here that, it may be a time for you to explore some of your dreams and bring them down into reality, and not, have any fear of what people would say about it. Criticism, judgment, don't need it, don't want it. You stay true to your dreams and just be the authentic you.
Frankly, you exemplify that sentence. My worth is not up for debate.
Yeah, and that's it. And, on social media, hey, we all get it. We all get people that challenge us in some ways there, or things that come up that we feel we need to, set a record straight. It's like, yeah, just keep standing up for you and your authentic self. It's not up for debate. And people can, what people can do if they don't like it? Move on. Because that's it, and you pursue your dreams, pursue your goals without worry, without doubt, without even that inner voice, which I don't believe you have any voice inside of you that is saying, don't do it, you can't do it. I believe you're a very can-do kind of person. So good luck with that. These are very beautiful cards. I just love them. I do.
All right.
All right, good luck with that.
And now we're on Kara. Did Kara leave us a question? I don't even know.
I do not know. Authenticity should be everybody's superpower, in a sense. And many of us can do it more than others. I like to tell people with me, what you see is what you get. And that's me. And what I say is what I say, and I mean what I say. So, I truly am a fan of authenticity.
You're welcome, Gina.
Hugely. Huge respect for you, Gina. Good luck with that. And thank you again for the donation. So appreciated.
All right, Kara asks, what does Spirit have for me?
Okay. So it'll be my reading, your deck. And I got the Lenormand, and I've got the Sunny. These are beautiful decks. I'm going to be playing around with another deck I just recently got from 2019 that Tess Whitehurst put out. It's a nice floral themed deck. Wow, it just wowed me when I read some of the stuff in the book already. It's just wowed me. So I'll be bringing out that oracle to you soon too. She's also the creator of my favorite Oracle of Portals deck. Oh, and Gina, are you still here? I have to tell you something before Mr. O reads that for Kara. Did you know that Radley Valentine just came out with a animal tarot deck that looks awesome? I know you use his angel deck, and I know you like the medicine cards, so I thought you might be interested in that one. I can't remember the exact name. It might just be Animal Tarot, but it's on Hay House's site. Awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
Okay, so Kara asks, what does Spirit have for her? And our first card is the upright Nine of Wands, and it has a keyword at the bottom, defiance. And of course, the Nine of Wands is about that kind of quality of saying, I'm here, what are you going to do about it? I'm not leaving until I'm dead or whatever. So Spirit says, what they have for you is you need to sort of hold your own in something. Something's going on that maybe you need to stand up for what your right is. Don't let somebody take something away from you. Don't take no crap from somebody.
I don't have it yet, Gina, but it's on my short list. But I saw it and I was just like, no, I got to tell Gina. This really looks great. Okay, so that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Five of Wands.
9. Defiance. I thought you were nodding your head when I said that.
Oh, they're little ones. I thought they were big ones. I kept looking at it and wondering.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
Kara, what does Spirit have come for you? Spirit wants you to be well prepared for something. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row. I don't know if this is for any more doctor's appointments. I don't know if this is for, anything you're facing in a personal, social way. But this is saying to prepare yourself for something. If you were in school or going for a job, I'd say prepare yourself for the interview. Prepare yourself for some challenge of some kind. We'll see what the other cards say. Let's see why this is important.
So we don't really know why necessarily Spirit has that for you. We alluded to the idea of, what's going on with your health considerations. And I like the idea of that comment down there at the bottom of the card, defiance. Maybe somebody's going to say, you will have to do this, Kara. You will have to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And maybe Defiant Kara says, I don't know that, so maybe this is about you putting down your own set of what the parameters should be for you. So it may not be strictly speaking about the health situation, but you never know. I've known several people who were told, you're never going to walk again. They walked again. You're never going to do this again. They did that again. So on and so forth. So, you're welcome, Divine Empress. Why is this important? Why is this important? And it's the reverse Ten of Wands. So the reverse Ten of Wands
so good.
Says, because you're going to overcome this, because you are actually able to relieve what this burden comes to you, or what this obligation comes to you that maybe is expressed through the first card.
See, I don't look at the first card as an obligation. I feel that it's just telling you, be ready, be prepared for something. It's just mine.
I didn't say obligation, I said defiance.
Okay, this is just my thing. So, and then when you've got the Ten of Wands reversed, what I'm thinking here is that, why is it important to be prepared for something? Because you'll just make it so much easier on yourself to do so. I think your preparation is the key to whatever's coming to you right now. So Spirit wants you to know you have to be prepared for something. So, I don't know, are you facing a challenge of some sort? Is there something if there is something you have to take care of, whether it's your health or something else, this is important to be as prepared as possible, because you will make your whole life a whole lot easier by doing so. So,
what Spirit has for you is to be defiant, to draw your line in the sand and say, no, this is where I stand. And by doing that, what's important about that is that you change the course. You relieve a burden, you relieve obligations, something like that. That's the meaning of that card. So where will this ultimately go? And it's the reversed Two of Swords. No, I'm sorry, that's the Four of Swords. Yes.
Okay.
It's the reversed Four of Swords.
That's good.
It's good.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Now I'll just go through mine and he'll go through his, because we're slightly on a different track here. But the thing is that if you are well prepared, and you'll find that things go much easier for you, and you will just have a lot more energy to burn for, for this challenge that you face. You'll be ready to tackle it and you'll be re-energized. You'll just be ready to face it. You won't have to worry about stumbling. You won't have to worry about not having enough energy, because you knew exactly what you needed to do to make it easier for you to accomplish it. I think once all is said and done, you're going to be moving forward in a better way.
Well, because it's important for you to stand up for yourself in this regard, to have this sense of defiance here, ultimately where it leads to is for you reinvigorating yourself, healing the things that need to heal, or finding the energy or courage to move forward in the directions you really want to, with nothing else holding you back. No sense of obligations, no sense of having to still fight for it.
Yeah, it's interesting having that, really, you're right, it's interesting having that Four of Swords and the Ten of Wands reversed together like that, because it just shows that, there's like a green light here for going forward. And look at this.
Bye, Gina. Have a good night.
Oh, good night, Gina. Take care.
Rest well.
Thanks again, and see you soon in the Twitterverse.
All right, so in Lenormand, Kara, you got the moon. To the moon, Kara. And you also got the house.
So, I'm not going to recap everything I said again, Kara, but in my denouement of where the cards were leading, this is going to make you feel more comfortable, more secure, and you feel like you've accomplished something here. Really positive for yourself, that you got through some challenge because you were in the right mindset for it, you were ready for it, you made things easier on yourself, and you were able to move forward and in assuring that you were in a better, more comfortable position and feeling very accomplished by doing so.
Well, I don't know if this is about, the health battery of tests and considerations you're working through, but I do feel like maybe if it is, then somehow this has a reflection or an emphasis on your home life, the people you live with, the situations you are involved in there. And I think this is saying that resolvement of this situation, or finding the way to move beyond those burdens and really express yourself, brings you to a better situation in your home life, in your personal life, in your intrapersonal life. It just brings success. Maybe taking care of these things will give you a lease that helps you live better with the people you live with, as well as the situations that are immediately adjacent to your life. We all have to interact with people in various ways. Improving things like that will take care of that.
So good luck, Kara. That's what we have for you.
All right, Kara. John Wayne.
What you believe you can achieve.
All right. We believe that.
Okay, so John is up, and it is, what is the guy on my mind current feelings, and when will he take action towards me? Okay. Well, I'll get my when cards just in case, but let's see here. What do I want to use? Since you're talking about the guy on your mind, I'll use this other new deck I have, which really is a 2019 deck called the...
You're welcome, Kara.
Mystical Dream Tarot. Now, some of the cards are renamed, so it might challenge us, but we'll see.
So, interested in relationship questions? Check out my Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges Friday mornings. It drops at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, or is available anytime after for the next week. I pull cards for each sign of the zodiac. The first card is what is the opportunity or challenge that can come to you romantically. The second card is what advice, what action is required to pull you in that direction.
Now, I will also add that
it's a little bit early for that. We hardly did 10 readings.
Yeah, we'll let it go for now, Violet. Justice and the strength are reversed in this one, just to let you know. So, okay. And they're renamed probably too, to add to the pain, but I'll know.
It's not that late.
So we have the King of Pentacles, the Lord of Pentacles reversed here. Uh-oh. And interestingly enough, we have the King of Swords reversed here. The Lord of Swords. And then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Oh, man. Now, I shuffled these up real good, but, yeah, the next one's upright, wouldn't you know? So... I'm sorry about that, but let's take a look at this.
Okay, I'm going to pull these, but I remember the last time you were here, you sort of asked about another person, and you felt like, and I think we told you that there was nothing coming at all, and you admitted that you had not heard from them at all in some time. So I don't know if that's what's going on, or if it's something different. But this is interesting because you got the ring in Lenormand. And you also got the lily. So I wonder if it's maybe is somebody different.
It's going to take time. It's going to take time for anything to develop or happen here, John. First of all, you got the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords reversed here. And so when you're asking what are their current feelings, I'm wondering if they're not sure how you can... I don't know. Do you have an idea? I have a thought, but I'm not sure how to define it yet. It's between these two.
I don't know if these are the person's feelings, the fellow's feelings about you, or just in general. There may be some emphasis on trying to regain certain levels of control in their own life right now. I mean, maybe some things are precluded about you because they're working on other issues. I could get that from those reversed kings, that maybe they even have some serious developments that maybe involve major decisions to make. And that's the Three of Pentacles is reversed.
Go ahead.
There's a sense maybe that they're either involved in situations where they feel like they're floundering, they don't have what they need there, they feel like either they don't have control they need, or they feel like they're just not working out with a team in some respect. Well,
it's funny because the three can indicate a lot of things to me, and one of them, because we were just, it's our card of the day for today, and I had been working on that earlier today for the collective, and I get the sense here that part of something I brought up, I think, in that card, or I was thinking about when I was writing that card, sort of applies here. This person might right now be thinking of going it alone right now. They're not thinking about this kind of, getting together with you or you in that regard right now, John. And I feel here that they're having difficulties making a choice or decision about how they feel. And they're not in any hurry to make that decision. It just seems like they're taking a real laissez-faire attitude about this.
Is that the Lord of Swords?
Yeah. No, the Lord of Pentacles. I think this is the decision, and this is just taking their time.
Yes, I sort of feel that, and I don't feel that they're involved anywhere else necessarily, John Wayne. But it just sort of feels like their interest level is hard to really pick up, other than the fact that maybe they are just very much a slow burn kind of person. Things really take a long time. And that's really what we're getting from the Lenormand.
That's what I'm getting from the Lenormand, too, is that it may take a long time for them to come around to a commitment towards something, towards, intent towards you even. That's what this looks like here. So, I could throw my cards and see what they say. This is really rather negative right now, and I'm in a sense that they're debating whether they're better off not getting involved at this time because of that Three of Pentacles.
And for me, that could be because they just have some other important things going on in their life.
That's kind of strange, John. I understand that, believe me. But it is kind of strange. I just feel like there's something.
Then you have to run because they're obviously a psychic vampire and you're going to be trapped.
You're haunted. Yeah, no, I get it. Sometimes there is that kind of connection, but I'm not sure they're sharing that or in that way. If they move, if they have any intent, it's going to take time for them to work through whatever it is they're working through. But I just want to see what these cards have to say for the heck of it here.
You're welcome, but hold on. We're going to try to figure a timing there because you did ask for timing.
Well, we did say it may take some time, but let's see
right,
what
the cards sort of look that way.
Really have to say. Oh, God. It's throwing it back on you, John. But here's one card that I think is important. It could take as long as 5 months for something to gel here. And then the other card says, I'll let Mr. O read it.
What does your intuition feel the time frame is? That is the answer.
Isn't that wild? So, he's haunting you for a reason. Maybe, if there's any way that at some point along the way you feel comfortable in trying to reconnect, if you can, with this person.
If he's a twin flame, then it's bound to happen at some point, like you mentioned there. So maybe the idea is just to set your own intention that even if there's no presence in each other's life currently, only very randomly. You try to send your intent, to let them know that there's an interest on your part. And it may take a while. I don't know what to tell you.
I think it may take a while if it's going to happen. And I understand the whole twin flame thing, but I also feel my own personal feeling. I don't know. There's a lot of schools of thought about twin flame that in some lives we're just not meant to get together with that twin flame in this lifetime.
Violet might have an answer there too, because Violet deals with some of those situations. But the idea could be that maybe, there isn't, as Violet might say, an alignment between each of your soul's purposes.
I mean, you may connect in some way, but it may not meant to go much deeper. I think that, when we evolve and we've been with other people, say, in other lifetimes, too, that, it's not always going to be the same set of circumstances. And
So that is that person you were talking about. That is that person you were talking about. Because you say that. He said never to contact again. I don't know. Do some seriously thinking on the.
I wish you luck. I never say never.
Yeah, never say
even
never.
with the tarot we've just given you. And like I said, hopefully you can prove us wrong. It just seems as though right now they seem to be not interested in, and that card is more about work and collaboration. So let's just say a romantic collaboration at this time. Or with you.
All right, so we are on Shirley. Will I get offered the job I had an interview for yesterday and enjoy the job?
Oh, and enjoy the job. Well, then we should throw 3 cards, and if we need the clarification, yes, no.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go back to using my spanking new Spheres of Heaven Tarot.
See, maybe we won't even have to close the list, Violet. It's been so quiet.
That's what I'm thinking, but I just want to leave it technically open until at least the last 5 to 10 minutes if we don't have any readings going on.
Hey, what's happened to Victoria? Have you seen her online? I haven't seen her.
No, I haven't seen her here, but I've seen her on Facebook. But I think she was doing her show.
Oh, she's got a show tonight. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You're welcome, Shirley. I was hoping to send you some good vibes with that.
Oops. Well,
Okay, so the first card is the reversed Ace of Swords. Do you want to do them one by one?
No, let's put them all out there.
Okay. And the second card is the reverse Ten of Cups. Wow, all reversed. But this one's good because it's the reversed Seven of Cups.
Well, that sort of flies in the face of the Ace of Swords reversed, doesn't it?
True that.
Well, more bad news. Not that card, but...
You're welcome, John. Okay, so here is the bear and the snake, which is going to influence that bear.
Well, this isn't real happy stuff here, doggone it. I get the feeling here that a choice or decision is going to be made. That's that Seven of Cups reversed. They're going to make a choice or decision, but it may not prove beneficial to you. This Ace of Swords seems to indicate kind of that a breakthrough does not occur that you were hoping for. And of course, with the Ten of Cups here, that's not a very happy thing. But I'm wondering here if this is also saying, because your question was two-pronged here. So in a way, this might be, if it's true what we are saying, this might be a blessing in disguise. Because it might indicate to me here that this was not right for you. You would have not been happy here.
I get that. I get the feeling that maybe you will choose to take a position offered to you, but I think you may realize that either pay grade is not good for you or other situations don't feel like it's a great victory. It might just be holding on for a while, and that maybe there is a factor that just makes you feel unhappy there or doesn't bring a sense of pleasure. So this could end up being a temporary job because maybe you could find something else you'll move on to.
So you are saying she's going to get the job.
I think it's possible you might choose
I
it.
think we're going to have to do a yes-no since we disagree.
Well, what I'm saying is you might choose it, or it is a decision coming to you. Maybe you won't choose it because you'll ultimately realize that it doesn't bring you anywhere. But even if you do choose it, you may realize those things as well, of course.
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that they're the ones making the decision, and there's
okay.
no breakthrough, and that's why it's unhappy. But I also thought this was a double-edged sword here, that this might be saying you might not have been happy there. Because
I get that.
maybe there'll be a lot of snaky behavior by people on this job. Now, I don't know if you were working solo, independently, or if you have to work collaboratively with others, but I get the feeling there's power plays going on here or some funny business, office politics. It just doesn't sound good.
Let's do a quick yes or no, just
Yeah.
to ask that basic question, Shirley, one last time. Yes or no, will you get this job? We're just going
Or
to
if
ask it
it's
for that.
likely or not likely.
Yeah, if it's
But
likely.
there
or
are
not.
some caveats if you get the job. I'd look into it carefully.
And she says she believes it's solo.
Okay. There's something with that snake. Snake is about betrayals or things going on behind your back, gossip, malicious behavior. So, I mean, it could be just maybe the job itself, that something's not totally on the up and up there. I don't know. I don't like the snake.
Another comment there.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, it's leaning towards
It's leaning towards yes.
possibly yes, but there's definitely something something that could be stressful about this, the job, something unbalanced.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something that you're going to have to, that's going to affect your work-life balance in some way. I don't know, but it's adding some stress or some imbalance to your life. Maybe this also applies to something else here. Maybe it has something to do with the workload itself or the pay or just something about it, the job itself.
Temperance reverse could just be saying that it brings a lot of anxiety and nervousness to the situation. So there might be good reasons to have the job. Maybe there's something good about the job, but it does add stress. I know this well. Of course, most of us do. Our son is dealing with a very stressful job. It was a real good promotion upgrade. I hear about this a lot of times. People get a good promotion or an upgrade or even just, their foot in the door. And sometimes, things turn out to be pretty stressful.
Well, to be honest with you, Shirley, this could go either way.
Yeah.
Because this is leaning
That's what it
towards
looks
yes,
like.
but it is not a definite yes. and the other reading had its challenges. So I would suggest, and he of course said he sees them making the choice for you. So it's highly possible that maybe some of the stuff that's there is more about the job itself, causing some little anxieties and stress.
I think I felt that the choice is offered to you. So that means it's
Yeah.
yours to take or not.
Or not. So
Yeah.
it's up to you. Check it out well, ask plenty of questions, and see how it goes. I wish you luck. I hope it works
luck,
out.
Shirley.
You'll have to keep us posted on it, Shirley. I want to know how it works out, whether you get it or not.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
And we'll see you next time. All right, so we
Violet Lotus, are we on you already?
No, we're on a cell.
Oh, Cell came in. I
That's
missed
right.
a Cell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cell.
Now, if Violet's going to ask you to use a particular deck, then I want to do a cells reading.
I have that deck still here, Violet, if you want it.
You're welcome, Shirley. Or,
No, a Cell?
no, a cell is next, because
Okay.
I see a cell's question.
Got it.
Who will be Jaeger's future wife and when he meets her?
Who will be Jaeger's future wife
All right.
and when he meets her?
Well, I was going to say I
Okay.
could do the moon baby for you.
Go ahead.
But that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to do a cells reading. That's fine. And a cells reading, once again, was who will be Yegor's future wife and when will he meet them? Okay, so we'll need your timing cards for that.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
And
Put them away again. I should keep
I
them.
will use the moon baby one last time.
So who will be? So how do you want to do that one?
Your reading, will you flip over cards to find the certain ones?
Yep.
Remember?
I really don't have that one not written down in stone. So,
Okay, so
Um,
we'll ask the question, we'll throw 3 cards.
no, we should do it. I think I go with the court card first, and then a
Major Arcana,
major arcana.
and then the next card.
Right. Okay, thank you. You remembered it.
I just
so
don't
you
remember
didn't
exactly
need me.
how the
You
interpretation
did
goes.
not need me.
Well, I gotta make you happy once in a while.
Well, sorry, Violet. You'll have to bring it Sunday, and you can ask for it Sunday. I'm doing the next reading. And
Got
I'll
it.
be using the nice switch.
Okay, so who will be Yegor's future wife and when will they meet? Okay, so the first card is the reversed 4 of Pentacles.
Why is that card coming?
The next card is the Sun. Pretty sun. I love that sun.
Yeah,
And then the next card is the reversed Empress. And of course, the Empress does make it sound like, a female
oh, you
presence.
did this wrong.
Oh, I did.
You did.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to tell who's coming towards you exactly here.
Should I just redo it?
Or who. I think he should redo it. Sorry about that, Asal. Hang in there. It's kind of like a wardrobe malfunction.
No, the reality is Banshee thinks I don't pay attention to her. And I mostly don't. But I don't think I have
What
to.
I really love about it is you're the one who said the reading as it should be, and then you didn't do it. You didn't pay attention to yourself.
Because I kind of work like maybe over 50% on muscle memory. So the cards are like,
Spin it, Mr. O.
I did.
Well, I have the Lenormand out, and I'm keeping it. But I'm going to get these shuffled for the
All right.
one.
So the first card we got.
It's a court card you're looking
Okay.
for. Goodness.
Oh.
And you're having trouble with them.
Yeah, they're kind of stiff still. believe it
All
or
of
not.
them are. Your last deck was too. I know, my last deck was stiff. The new one I got.
Violet would say you have to use it more. The
What a nice one. And a
Queen
bright.
of Pentacles, upright.
So the person they're going to meet is very down to earth, so very practical minded, somebody who can create a great home environment, somebody very nurturing, very caring, will definitely be the mother of children, and could be an earth sign.
I don't know why, and you didn't say anything about who Yegor is or anything, but I get the feeling like maybe could this card possibly be a woman who was already married before and maybe was a widow? So somebody, for them, it's their second marriage for whatever sense of circumstances. Just a little flash I get.
That's
but,
nice.
But I get the idea that they're an older person, possibly.
Older, or at least their age, but it could be a little bit older, or she has that level of maturity of a wiser, older person.
So then the next card reveals...
The next card is the theme, which would be a major arcana. Judgment reversed.
And it's Judgment reversed, so there's something kind of like interesting here, because maybe like what I felt, the idea of this was somebody who maybe was a widow or somebody who had maybe already had a relationship. Maybe Judgment sort of signifies that the character of the relationship or the persona of the relationship sort of is like it's a second chance in a way, or it's something happening after something else. It sort of has a sense of like maybe it's post-time or post-history in a way.
It's interesting reversed here. I don't know what it could mean. You know, I sometimes think that it could talk about some karmic issues coming out in this relationship. I mean, even though this person seems very grounded, there may be some past life history going on here. I wonder that's playing out. I don't know why. Just hit me when I saw this card.
Well,
that maybe they're together because they will be coming together because they're trying to heal some and resolve, and make right some issues from a previous lifetime.
that's fascinating. I like that.
I just have this feeling about it, Estelle, that there's something karmic here, and they're trying to right something that's wrong, was wrong in a previous life.
And maybe that's why they are not necessarily aged correctly, because they're not in their lives at their same ages, but maybe it replicates something about that past life too. Who knows?
Okay, just whatever card falls, right?
What does it do? It just something, right? The Two of Wands. So this could be a situation where plan A doesn't work out as well and you need to find a plan B. In other words, maybe this could be saying that there could be some obstacles to some of this. It doesn't indicate that it's a total failure, but it just says like maybe it's something different. And of course, I don't know the culture. Do people who are widowed or out of relationships that once were in, do they cohabitate? Do they have relationships? I don't know.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a widow. Let me just say that.
Right.
Or somebody from a previous marriage. That's just a possibility.
It's what I think.
And it's what you think. It's fine. But I just say it doesn't have to be that way. And so the Two of Wands reversed here indicates to me that I'm curious to see what the timing cards are going to say on this, Estelle, because I sense there may be some obstacles or something in the way of them getting together soon. It may not happen right away. I think that, they're still searching for each other, and, there's just...
Plan B.
Right, there's got to be a plan. Something has to fall into place in order for them to come together. It's just kind of weird, but that just drew me because, when you look at the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is reversed, they're looking out in the world. They're searching for something else. And I think they're searching for each other in this case. And I think that because it's reversed, there's some obstacles and some delays that will occur here in this process.
I like that, Violet, and it kind of adds to the idea that maybe we're dealing with a more mature somebody who's been around the block a few more times.
Yeah. No, I can't. Yeah, I think they're very wise. It's a pentacle for crying out loud, number one. They're very practical. They're very down to earth. They know how to maintain a home. So that could indicate somebody who was previously married or just comes from a good family background with, that kind of mindset.
Uh-huh.
Not to mention the fact they could definitely also be a breadwinner of some sort. They could also have a career. It sounds like a very good person.
Hope it works out.
So what the heck? And I got 2 purple cards.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is craziness. I don't see this.
Close your eyes. Feel what you want. Approximately 3 months. So, of course, you're asking for Yegor, so this isn't necessarily from Yegor, but maybe it is saying that, this could happen or that this is a possibility.
Within a month to 3 months, I'm really thinking not.
Yeah.
I don't sense it. So let me do what we forgot to do here, the Lenormand.
And there's our cuddly bear. And the ship. Yegor might have to take a trip.
Well, that's it. I wonder if this person is overseas. I wonder if this person has to move towards Yegor. I feel here that this, to me, is really falling in line with this Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah.
This person is a really dynamic individual. She's a very strong person. As a mother, and definitely protective of her family. Her husband, her family, her children. So that's what makes her a great mom. And I feel here that Yegor is it's a journey to finding this person. I really think the journey's still lying ahead here. And I think that this card definitely falls in line with this 2 of Wands reversed. But this is a little bit more positive, is that you just have to keep searching. She's out there. She's out there for Yegor. And no, I really can't see this happening this way. To be honest with you, Estelle, my impression and my intuition tells me that this could be more like 1 to 3 years.
Right. You could easily magnify those by a couple of factors to find the more appropriate answer, I think.
The more Yegor is in a positive mindset to find, this wonderful person, then, the better the chances will be that the timeline can be decreased. So, good luck with that.
Good luck, Estelle.
Those cards are just a guide. Sometimes I believe them at face value, but other times I go with what my intuition tells me.
And Violet's got her question up.
I saw something you mentioned about a memory. A positive opportunity is coming to help you. Okay, well, let's see what we get. And where are they? Nope, wrong one. They're in here somewhere. There they are. No, wrong one. Okay, I know I didn't get rid of them. Give me a minute. I got a lot of decks in here. There they are. Mr. O's ready to grab that moon baby, probably.
I need the Lenormand.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Ah. What positive opportunity? King of
Green
Wands.
Giant.
King of Pentacles.
It's the Green Giant. Ho, ho, ho.
Three of Wands. Upright.
Awesome. Oh, that's nice. Catch the wave. It's spiraling up to the 5D.
Oh, reversal, but the way you'd want it.
Shazam. 5 of Cups.
Reversed.
Nice.
So, this really is an interesting thing, and I don't
So
know.
only one thing can screw it up.
Ah!
The letter. Oh, that's not so bad. The cross.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say something, though, about the 3 cards, because this is really
Sure.
interesting to me, Violet. And I don't know if Divine Empress Aries is still here, but Divine Empress Aries started her question off as, I know I'm not going to get, sort of with the lines, I know I'm not going to get what I want, the mayor being married by...
Borrowing trouble,
right.
basically.
And she got negative cards, right? You couched your question with what opportunity, what positive opportunity would come, and look what you have. You have positive cards for the most part.
And so the only explanation for the sucky Lenormand is because I pulled them.
That's right, because I did the cards for Divine Empress too, didn't I? I think I did. Didn't I?
Okay.
Sure. Wow. Anyway,
Let's see
talk
what we can
about
do
this. Let's get back to the track here. So, speaking of opportunities, I think that basically what's happening here is you going on an adventure of some sort. This isn't the Fool card, but this is a card of exploration. This is a card that's saying an opportunity exists for you now to take off on some adventure, or maybe to challenge yourself in some positive way. Positive challenge, to do something maybe you never thought possible, but now is the time to strike. Because you are in a good spot. You are in a good spot to produce results, to get where you want to go. And there are opportunities and doors waiting to open for you. We'll get to the rest later.
Well, maybe the positive opportunity, Violet Lotus, is being able to seize all the rising tides, catch all the waves. Maybe this is saying really you're opened up in an abundant way, and you just have to, set your mind to it. But the King of Pentacles really says that too. It's sort of like, he looks like Pan Dionysus, he's sort of like a god of abundance, And so this is saying really, I think, that the opportunities are just going to be manifest around you, and that some of them may actually come through past associations where maybe now as you work on your ascension and completing yourself, you're reopening doors with other people or other situations who are feeling empowered to come back into your life and maybe help with this process or be a part of it. So then we go to the sucky Lenormand.
Well, it is interesting. You got to be in it for the long haul. I think things are going to start to happen, and I think you have to be the catalyst here. You have to be the catalyst and be willing now to expand and explore. That's what this card is all about. Expansion and exploration. And so you need to do it. But, there will be challenges, and it may cause you some grief. And I wonder here if maybe some of either the messages you receive or the messages you have to carry back to the world maybe some challenging ones. Maybe challenging ones for you. I don't know what to say here. It does seem as though there is some struggles long term with some of the messages or messaging.
I got this.
Okay.
The 5 of Cups reversed or upright still has that tinge of sense of disappointment here. And maybe this is saying, these two is saying that you thrive on positivity, and sometimes the challenge to you will be to accept the fact that not everything is going to be super positive, and that sometimes there are minor caveats that mar that. And so not shooting the messenger, so to speak, because it wasn't exactly, it was like 4.75 dimension, not 5 dimension. So
I don't know what he's saying, but that's okay.
I don't know either.
So, but I do sort of like where he was going with that, in that maybe some of the things that you get from this experience are going to be kind of I'm trying to think of the word. It's not numbing. No, I'm trying to think of the word. Sobering. That's what I'm trying to think of. Sobering.
That's a nice point.
So, and that could challenge you a little bit, absolutely. But I think you are on track to achieve something here you want to do. These 3 cards are awesome, And hey, comes with, hey, you know what? It just comes with the package. So I wish you luck with that.
And as it turns out, we have closed that list.
Yeah, and look at that. We are done early. Holy cow. Wow. And some great readings today, I think, overall. Not all happy news, but I think the readings really gelled today. So I want to thank everybody for coming. We got great donations today.
I'm sorry, V. We just closed our list.
Oh, V, you should have gotten here a little earlier. We're so sorry. But we're back on our normal schedule. We'll be here for happy hour on Saturday, and we will be here Sunday. And are you one of the people that has a birthday reading coming up? I'm forgetting.
I think you are. Are you an Aries? No, you're not an Aries.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I don't remember.
I know there's other birthday readings coming we're going to be getting to. We had a birthday reading tonight. I want to thank everybody for stopping in, and have a great night, V. We will catch you soon. And do come to happy hour. Come on and get happy, everybody.
Hers is after your birthday. Thanks, Violet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's close enough, you Taurus. All right. Take care, and we'll get a birthday reading for you, too, when it's time. We'll see you all soon.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Violet.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.